Okay, so the world is, as always, collapsing around us, so I figured let's take a break from the garbage to look at some other garbage. In this instance, dumb Twitter beef. But if you want to find out why this
right, but because you said that's what the mask is, I think you're right, alright?
Is being called the best cook of the week, first of all, we're going to need to get into a little bit of context. For those of you who don't know, the person featured in that video is none other than Junkie Janker, aka Nicholas Cantu, who is a figure online who's been present for quite a few years now. He got fairly big during the Minecraft revival, as you can see featured on his channel. He's also known for being the child voice actor for famed cartoon character Gumball, hence the title of this video. The creator he's talking to and responding to in that video is Dream, otherwise known as Dream Was Taken, a major player in the Minecraft YouTube sphere, whose popularity came about due to his speedrunner type challenges, showcasing his skill in the game. As you can see, he's amassed a large following, over 30 million subscribers on YouTube and over 2.4 million just on his alternate Twitter account. Our drama of the week begins, as all good stuff does, with a satire/parody account, this one being Dream Was Taken. As you can see, their layouts are very similar. This parody account operates by taking Dream's photos and posting them with humorous captions, among other activities. In this case, Who Want Me? To which Nicholas Cantu responds, I want you dead. Now, if you're wondering why Cantu would have such an extreme reaction, even phrased as it is as probably a joke, it's to do with there being a large number of grooming allegations having been levelled at Dream over the last couple of years, especially since his face reveal just over a year ago. He is infamous for having repeatedly failed to properly address them. The satire account responds with a screenshot of Nicholas Cantu's age with the word blocked, implying that he would be too old for him to be interested, and continuing the joke. Nicholas Cantu responds to this tweet, bro, when you're an actual paedophile, you can't joke about being a paedophile, and got community noted, possibly with him being unaware that he was responding to a satire account. The real Dream responds to this with, you're applying to a fake account. I'm not a paedophile no matter how much you joke, but you are a shitty, terrible human. You physically assaulted me, said the N-word and other slurs, verbally berated an Uber driver saying this is why I'm a famous movie star and you're an Uber driver, and they were just trying to help you not get arrested, calling them the R-slur and saying your IQ is among geniuses and making racist remarks towards them. Then you apologise in Twitter DMs to me because you were drunk and high. You should never treat anyone like that, regardless of circumstance. Crazy how the voice actor from Dora the Explorer, Gumball, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is being racist and replying to a fake Dream account in his free time. Photo in case he deletes. Now, you might think it's odd that Dream is randomly bringing up this guy's profession in an unrelated Twitter beef. There'll be more of that. Now, there are two responses to this tweet I'd like to get into. An account known as Robbo, or Robbo Never Dies, or Robbo Funny, here claims that he was there and that Dream called a girl he knew a whore and was as a result slapped for it. There's a short thread basically devolving into him ragging on Dream, although he eventually admits that he was confused about the situations and was thinking of a different time, not the one that involved Nicholas Cantu. Now, Dream responded to this allegation from Robbo, and to give credit where it is due, refuted it. Now that's about as much good faith as we'll be extending Dream throughout this video. Responding again to the claim that he had physically assaulted Dream, Cantu comes in with, yes I slapboxed you in front of the hose, yes I was an arsehole to the Uber driver, I was wasted and it wasn't cool, which is why I tipped him a lot of money and have been cutting back on drinking. Yes I called you fat and a predator. He's spot on about basically everything except the racial shit and me saying the N-word, don't do that shit, won't say that shit ever. Oh well, we can't win them all. And then comes in with the line, hire a Harvard professor to calculate why despite texting every Twitch streamer in Austin, not a single one wanted to fuck you. How do you recover from having a line like that posted back at you? Now, this tweet received quite a lot of attention, and in response to it, Dream posts this. Nicholas Cantu, voice actor for Gumball, Dora, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Skull Island and more, being homophobic, anti-Semitic, ableist, and threatening to kill me. Everyone. God, that's weird formatting.
They're gonna arrest your ass,
yeah, of course,
right? When he came back, what was the first thing he told you?
He
got out.
He said, listen,
he said, if you get out, I'm a what? God, I was trying to tell you that before you even started talking to him.
Before I tell you,
listen to somebody who has experience in life. If I'm putting you on game, right?
Yeah.
See, you still never mind.
Go.
No, I'm not going.
So you're asking why?
I'm not going because you're manipulating. The same thing you say you not want to do or you've been through, you're doing the exact same shit. And you're using all these bullshit excuses of why you're still fucking up. So you're the type of person, you're gonna have to bump your fucking head for you to learn. So when somebody who is older than you,
I want to tell you right now, you are Australopithecus Cro-Magnon rock fucking stupid. You're retarded, you're fucking Down syndrome, I don't give a fuck. You do not understand that your literacy level needs to be brought up from the fucking Mariana Trench, and you have a fucking issue with your intelligence. When the bites come, or the ants come at me, it'll take 10,000, 100,000 of them to take me down. So that's how minuscule you are to my size, right? My stature of intelligence, character, body, and reverence in the world. 1K is better for this pussy who doesn't want to give away his millions. Are you Jewish? No, man, because I'm gonna do movies, stand-up comedy, everything, all this shit. Music, whatever the fuck, e-commerce. You don't understand that you're talking to, like, a Michelangelo of my time. Right? Like, I'm a genius, Albert Einstein level history bookmaker. You're gonna be forgotten like the dust in the sand when you're in the fucking Sahara and there's 100 million, 1,000 billion fucking sand particles. You're gonna be one of those, and I'm gonna be a statue erected in gold. So understand. I am like this because ADHD, autism, neurodivergent.
I have ADHD as well.
Right, but because you said that's what the mask is, I think you're a faggot, alright? So that's why. You're really cool, Dream. I still want to fight you. And all of the shit that's happened tonight, it's not gonna make it a fucking, like, brutal marauder. I'm not gonna be a brutal marauder. I'm gonna, like, literally, like, either you're gonna be paralyzed or you're gonna be dead. Like, I'm serious.
Okay, man. Can you fight?
Oh, of course, yeah.
I apologize. Oh, no, I'm good.
I know, and I'm sorry for
I met him tonight.
But yeah, you can end the video now. Thanks for watching. Cantu Network on all socials. Tune your sets.
Just in case it wasn't absolutely crystal clear how unbelievably butt-mad Dream was to be posting this video publicly on Twitter, not only did he post it, he posted this to his official account. Like, this is the work account. This is a different account from the Dream Was Taken one, which is where most of this drama has been taking place. No, this is just the @Dream. Who he had to kill to get that out, I won't even question, but this is the big boy account. This is the account that barely ever tweets, because it's usually reserved for promoting his music. And he's using it to shit on a random 20-year-old who called him a faggot. One small point, how do you have a voice crack that bad in your video and still come away having absolutely cooked the person you're responding to?
That's what the mask is!
I also love how this gay little content warning he's added on has, like, ableism, anti-Semitism, threats of violence, and then just narcissism. I guess that's up there with the rest of them now. This is one of the most blatant, cut and dry examples of an attempt of cancel culture I've ever seen. Like, he's listed all the jobs this guy's had recently. What is the point of doing that if you're not trying to get him cancelled and kicked off of these projects? The responses on this tweet are being, we should say, less than kind to Dream here. I also love how everyone is just unanimously deciding to call Cantu Gumball. The association's not slipping. And the quotes are a world unto themselves. Scrolling through here, the main points that are being brought up are, you're trying to make yourself look better by bringing up videos of a guy underage drinking that you have been holding on to for blackmail purposes. And also pointing out that even though he was obviously hammered, some of the stuff Cantu said here was really fucking good. James made an attempt at clapping back on some of the people absolutely clowning on him in those quotes, and they're not good. Dream has been on an absolute reply spree for the last couple of days, and I'd just like to say, you really don't get this quality of absolute Twitter schizo meltdown all that often on this scale. He's replying to everybody. Absolute nobodies, literally who's, tweets with hundreds of thousands of likes. It doesn't even matter. I thought we were spoiled when earlier in the year we had the SFO meltdown, because that was just like 4 days of absolute spiraling. But imagine that, but with a sub base of 30 million. Funny that he's back on the Dream Was Taken account rather than the business one for this petty sniping. The first one's a fair point in that it happened 2 months ago, not years. Yes, I do believe it happened in October 2023. Second point, I didn't film it and it was recorded because he asked for it to be. So you didn't film it, you went out of your way to get the video from someone else to hold it as blackmail material. That's not better. And I'm gonna go out on a bold one here and say, that man is clearly absolutely sloshed in that video, and releasing that footage is absolutely a dick move. Something else that was repeatedly brought up in the quotes was, hey, you let this underage guy drink, and you're using that as a rebuttal for people calling you a groomer? Now, I'm not going to comment on the underage drinking because I think America's legal drinking age is really high. I say that as someone who is both English and also around the same age as Cantu. A lot of the very woke fanbase that Dream has cultivated over the years were bringing up the, oh no, he said slurs, And I think the really funny thing is that by their own logic, he's allowed to say them on the basis of him belonging to the communities that they deem to be allowed to reclaim them. As far as closing remarks go, I'm gonna have to say this is one of the best dodgings of a cancelling I've ever seen, Excellent work on Cantu's part. Like, just none of this is sticking even slightly. Okay, remember everybody, don't forget to take your normal pills.